Yo, what is up, DW Nation? It's your boy, Asante Grundy, from the Disciples of Wrestling, coming to you guys with the Friday night Smackdown Recap. Now, sorry, I know it's Monday, and I apologize for delivering this out late to you guys. I wasn't feeling well on Friday, and I was out of town this weekend, and yes, my voice is a little shot. I was at the Eagles-Panthers game yesterday, but that's another story for another time. But anyways, we have a few King of the Ring matches, and I see a little rift between Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. We'll see if he gets his answer from his challenge to Edge, so I'm gonna break it down for you guys, so bear with me on this one. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. So my first highlight of the night, we have Bianca Belair, we have Sasha Banks, and we have Becky Lynch, and they're all talking smack to each other. They're all bickering and everything. And then Bianca replies to Becky, who is currently the women's champion, and she says to Becky that, hey, you got lucky at SummerSlam winning the match. It wasn't skill, it was pretty much luck. And Becky was pretty much, 26 seconds, that's a skill. So those who don't know, pretty much Becky is a heel now, and she's different now. So got to get used to this heel Becky. But they all go at it like fighting wise, and then Bianca puts both Becky and Sasha through a table. And I can't wait for this triple threat match. This match is going to be good at Crown Jewel, which is next Thursday. And I say Thursday because it is in Saudi Arabia, so with the time differences and everything. So our first match of the night, we have Sami Zayn versus Rey Mysterio in the first King of the Ring match. And yeah, this match was really good, pretty much. Even though Rey Mysterio, he controlled majority of this match, it was Sami Zayn who actually pulled it off in an upset victory. And I say upset because pretty much Rey, like I said, controlled the match from the jump. Yeah, but he made one little mistake and it bit him in the butt. So congrats to Sami Zayn. He moves on, and Rey Mysterio is now eliminated. So I'll tell you who Sami Zayn's next opponent is later on. So next we have a segment with the Tribal Chief, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, and he has Paul Heyman with him, like always, and his cousins, Jimmy and Jey Uso, as always. But he actually calls out Paul Heyman on this one, and he was like, hey, did you know about... Is the reason why Brock Lesnar is a free agent, is this all you're doing? And then Paul Heyman, he addresses it to Roman and the WWE Universe. He was just pretty much telling Roman, you know, if I was with Brock, why would I tell you? It would obviously be a blindside. I wouldn't just straight up tell you. You wouldn't know about it if I was with Brock. So Roman, he asks for the mic back from Paul Heyman, and he says, "Hey, I need you to look into that camera and let let him know that I will walk out of Crown Jewel victorious." And so Paul Heyman does. He calls out Brock Lesnar in the camera, and Roman offered Paul his safety. So yeah, pretty much Paul Heyman, he that came from the heart. He really got into Brock Lesnar. So we'll see if Brock retaliates on Paul, which could be a nice little trap to bring Roman out to protect him, if he protects him. But I see a little rift growing between Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, so we'll see what happens with all this. But I think Paul's going to get fired soon. Our next King of the Ring match, we have Cesaro versus Finn Balor in another incredible match. Now, Cesaro was pretty much doing his thing on Finn Balor at first, but then Finn came back and he did his thing, and he overcame Cesaro, and he got the dub, and he will be moving on in the King of the Ring tournament, and he will be facing off against Sami Zayn. And Cesaro is now eliminated. Cesaro put up a great effort, but it just wasn't enough against Finn Balor. So if I was Cesaro, just keep your head up, but great job to Finn Balor. Now, with my final segment of the night and my final highlight of the night, we have Seth Rollins addressing the WWE Universe and calling out Edge. Pretty much, he wants to know if Edge is going to accept his challenge. Now, last week on Friday Night Smackdown, Seth Rollins went over the line he actually went into Edge's house, and this man was making himself comfortable. This man took his orange juice, drinking it from the drinking the orange juice from the container or whatever you call it. He bit off an apple, Edge's apple, and he was kicking his feet up on the table like it was his place, and he actually took a picture of Edge and Beth Phoenix, and he gave it to Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, saying, "Hey, if Edge appears, can you give this to him?" So yeah, Seth took it too far last week, but fast forward to Friday, he called out Edge, and no sign of Edge. Nobody has seen Edge. Nobody's heard from Edge. But then a black SUV appears on the Titantron, and then Edge comes out, and yeah, he's pretty pissed off, and I don't blame them. If someone's in my house doing that, I'd be pissed off too. I do not blame Edge. So then Edge comes, and he spears Seth Rollins, and then they both go at it, but then Seth winds up inflicting pain to Edge's neck, and that's Edge's weak point. So yeah, and then Edge, he calls out Seth, saying, "You, me, Hell in a Cell." And then Seth just looks scared to death after he heard that. So we'll see how Seth responds to that. So I know he ain't like that. Thank you guys for tuning in for this Smackdown recap. Once again, I want to apologize for bringing this out too late. Some inconveniences came up, as well as my little trip to the Eagles, which they won. Good job, Eagles. But yeah, better late than never, though, and I'm glad I was able to give this content out for you guys. So I will be better for you guys, I promise. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this Smackdown recap. Love you guys. See you soon.